It is that time of year again. The running, the scrubbing, the cleaning, the cooking, the last few days before Pesach. And amidst all the preparation, sometimes it's helpful to stop for a moment and think about what we're doing and what is achieving. There's a beautiful story I love that happened at the beginning of the 20th century. There was a student who was accepted into the illustrious Central Lubavitch Yeshiva. He was accepted because he had a brilliant mind. He was capable of studying Torah at great levels. But the Rebbe remarked to the principal that he looked at his face and it lacked a certain refinement, Edelkeit, as we say in Yiddish. And he suggested that before Pesach, this should be the student who should spearhead the Pesach project, baking of the matzahs, as well as all the Seder preparations. Not only that, he added that the morning after the Seder, at 8 a.m., he should appear before the Rebbe to get tested on a Hasidic Passover discourse. And the student didn't complain. He worked hard, he labored intensively, and he did a fine job. The last day of Pesach came around, and the Rebbe looked at the boy and remarked to the principal, "I see a different face, a refined face, an edel face, a kind face." You know, in every single religion and faith, there's so much discussion about self-improvement, becoming a better person, how to have the ideal self come out. And certainly in Judaism, there's also much discussion, a lot of philosophies on the matter. But in Judaism, there's also a very strong emphasis on action, on physical labor, that mitzvahs involve toil. And go through the holidays, whether it's on Yom Kippur, being in shul the entire day, standing and sitting and standing and sitting and saying thousands of words, to Sukkot, to Passover, certainly the scrubbing and the cleaning, down to the intricacies in the Seder, and having to eat the afikomen even though you're full at that point, but you want to have the exact amount of matzah. It involves labor, work, sweating, sometimes a lot of toil. And the beauty is that this is what achieves transformation. The philosophy, the learning, the meditation, that affects the spiritual side of the person, but ever so often it leaves the physical side behind. While in a mitzvah, when we focus on both the physical and the spiritual, the entire person gets transformed. And it's a beautiful thing to think about amidst all the Passover preparations. It's so easy to think I'm putting in so much work for just one night, for just 8 days. To stop and tell yourself that the preparations themselves are holy, are sacred. They achieve great things for every single Jew. Have a healthy, happy, and kosher Pesach.